Smart Summaries. Let's continue this journey with the book Romeo and Juliet. Chapter 7. A Fight and a Death. Act 3, Scene 1. Tensions explode in the streets. Tybalt is hunting for Romeo, furious about him crashing the Capulet party. But Romeo, fresh off his secret wedding to Juliet, doesn't want to fight. He actually calls Tybalt family now. Tybalt doesn't back down, and Mercutio, ever the hothead, steps in. He and Tybalt fight, and Mercutio gets fatally wounded. His dying words curse both the Montagues and Capulets. Romeo, overwhelmed with guilt and rage, chases Tybalt down and kills him. When the prince arrives, Romeo isn't sentenced to death, but he is banished from Verona. The prominent quotes from this chapter really show how fast things fall apart. The first one is, "A plague of both your houses." The second one is, "Immediately we do exile him, hence." Here's what this chapter leaves us with. Romeo tries to keep the peace, but fate drags him into the violence anyway. One death leads to another, and now he's paying the price. Chapter 8. Torn between love and loyalty. Act 3, Scenes 2 to 4. Juliet hears the news in pieces, first that someone's dead, then that it's Tybalt, and finally that Romeo killed him. She's devastated and torn, but her love for Romeo outweighs her grief for her cousin. Meanwhile, Romeo's hiding out with Friar Lawrence, totally falling apart over the idea of exile. He says it would be better to be dead than to be separated from Juliet. Friar Lawrence calms him down with a plan. Romeo will sneak into Juliet's room that night, and by morning he'll flee to Mantua while they figure out what to do next. The prominent quotes from this chapter really capture how overwhelmed they both feel. The first one is, "Ha, banishment. Be merciful. Say, death." The second one is, "Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband?" Here's what this chapter tells us. Juliet stays loyal to Romeo no matter what. And Romeo? He's falling apart, but the friar gives him just enough hope to hold it together. Chapter 9. The Wedding That Wasn't. Act 3, Scene 5. Romeo and Juliet share one last moment together before he has to leave Verona. As the morning light creeps in, they both know it might be the last time they ever see each other. After Romeo leaves, Juliet's day gets even worse. Her mother walks in and casually announces that Juliet is getting married to Paris in just a couple of days. Juliet is horrified and refuses, but her father flips. He threatens to disown her if she doesn't obey. Even the nurse, who has always been on Juliet's side, tells her to go through with the wedding. Juliet is completely abandoned. The prominent quotes from this chapter show how quickly Juliet's world collapses. The first one is, "It was the lark, the herald of the morn." The second one is, "I think it best you married with the county." Here's what we take away from this chapter. Juliet's left with no one. Her family and even the nurse turn on her. With Romeo gone, she's desperate and ready to risk everything.